What's going on, Pack, and welcome to today's video. So in today's video we're going to talk about one thing, and because I've been talking about clothes and shoes and the like lately, I kind of wanted to not really touch bases, but I kind of wanted to share like a story time about how things used to be, because I used to really hate shopping. I was an awful shopper. It was probably one of those most painful things of all time for me when I used to go shopping. I was never really into the shopping scene. I didn't care. I usually didn't pick out my own clothes. Usually someone would go without me. Usually my mom would go without me and pick something out, because I was usually really into athletic shorts growing up because I played a sport. So I would usually just get athletic shorts and a shirt. That was about all I really got, because I didn't care about getting anything else aside from that. So athletic shorts was usually my choice of shorts, and the shirt really never bothered me. I honestly never really cared about the shirt. I kind of just got clothes I would feel comfortable in, but because I was always actually in dress code, so polo shirt, khakis, belt, that was it. Close-toed shoes, solid colored laces. You didn't really get a chance to express your color or your creativity. I think the only thing I expressed my creativity on was my socks. I had a bunch of crazy socks, and they never really complained about socks, but if you had like a pin or anything on your shirt, they would complain about that, or if your shoelaces were a different color, they'd complain about that. Aside from the socks, I never really got to express my color, my creativity, or what I really liked. So I'd usually just kind of pick out a polo. It would usually be a blue polo, a black polo, a white polo, just something like that. I really didn't care what kind of polo it was, as long as it was a solid color polo. And yes, it had to be a solid color polo with no stripes, no words, nothing like that on it. You kind of didn't get much of a choice on the matter, and you can't really say, I'm not going to wear this unless you want to be kicked out of school. So that's kind of how things were. So for a while, I wore dress code clothes, so I didn't really get much of an option. So aside from that, I was an awful shopper, because I would just choose clothes and just say whatever and just go with it. I didn't honestly care about the clothes I wore, because it was dress code. Who cared? We were all just basically the same. We didn't get to express ourselves. We all wore a polo, a tucked-in shirt, a belt, and khakis. So we kind of just all wore the same thing. So I would always just choose the same thing. Just same colors, same pants, same shoes. Well, not really the same shoes, but you know what I mean. And just, I was done. So when I got into my sophomore year of high school, we didn't have a dress code, so I could actually go through and look at the clothes I wanted. But from that point on, I was an awful shopper, because I still really didn't care about what my clothes looked like or what I wore. So I was definitely an awful shopper. But definitely my high school years, and it was kind of interesting to see how the older you get, the more you kind of develop a care for what you wear. For some people, other people, it's different. Everybody chooses their clothes in different ways. Everybody changes in different ways. But when high school, and when I actually went shopping for clothes, I was an awful shopper, because I had chosen the same thing for so long that it was just like, it was second nature to me. I would always get really aggravated when I went shopping. I'd always get really bored and just want to get out of there, because I hated shopping. I hated it so much. So I'd kind of just skim through the clothes and pick a couple things out and go from there. I was an awful shopper. I also definitely complained a lot, especially when I was 13. I complained a lot about shopping. I don't know why, but now it's kind of changed. The last time I actually went shopping for myself with my own money and actually really enjoyed it was last year in May of 2017 was the first time I actually really went shopping and enjoyed it. I spent about $200 shopping, maybe between $200 and $300 shopping, and I enjoyed it. It was definitely a fun time I had with my mom, and I kind of started to improve my shopping behavior. I wasn't such an awful shopper, because I could actually stop and look at the stuff for me, and I could go off on my own and choose my own clothes and just get a whole big old kick out of it. Because in the past, I couldn't go off on my own. I was usually too young to go off on my own. I didn't exactly have the money to pay for my own clothes, so I was kind of bad in that department. So I would just get really agitated and just really want to get out of there as quickly as possible. But it kind of excelled, since I could go off on my own, choose my own clothes, and pay for my own clothes and not have somebody else pay for them for me. So it was really nice, but I was such an awful shopper thinking back on it. I was either very aggravated, wanting to get out of there, bored, walk with my hands on my hips or crossed or in my pockets. I was an awful 13, 14-year-old. I was so bad. It's improved since then. Now I actually enjoy looking at the clothes rather than walking directly by them, especially when they have a puppy on them. If it's blue or has a puppy, you've got my attention. Or if it has a kitty, or if it has a talking puppy, or a talking animal. So anything like that really catches my attention. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as usual, guys, I will see you guys next time. I'm not sure what we're going to do for the next video, but we're going to have a lot of fun because I'm thinking about dressing up this awful wall right here, dressing up this and making it more interesting if I could. I don't know with what. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as usual, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.